Did I go? Okay. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Register your presence in the comment section if you can hear me loud and clear. Register your presence in the comment section if you can hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. Tonight is going to be powerful. Yeah, you're welcome, Chizaram. So screenshot this live. Let them know that we are live. Put it on the group. Let them know that we are live. Let them know that we are live. We're starting right about now. Just screenshot the section. Let them know that we are live. Okay. Yes, tonight is going to be very, very revelational for people who really want to get their money game right. Now, there's one thing about money making that I've found to be true, which is yes, good one, Chizaram, that I've found to be true, which is the mindset. Mindset. Once your mindset about not even about making money now, it has a lot to do with anything you want to do. Once your mindset about something is wrong, there is absolutely nothing you can do about that thing. It will never work. Not because the stuff is not right, but because of the mindset you are using to approach it. It has never been about that thing. It has always been about how you see it. So perspective to a large extent, perspective matters a great deal when it comes to attempting or doing anything whatsoever. So before you get started on anything, ensure that your mindset about that thing is right. Ensure that your mindset about that thing is right. And that's what the same thing we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be showing, we're going to be displaying quite a number of things that we need to get familiar with. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let's get started. Let me know if you can see my screen clearly. Let me know if you can see my screen clearly. Give me a reaction in the drop a comment. Let me know if you can see my screen clearly. Can you see my screen? Can Chizaram is Chizaram still there? Can you hear me? Can you see my screen? Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's get it. Let's get it started. So tonight's section is going to be about the millionaire, the millionaire mindset shift and quick starter guide. So we'll start with the millionaire mindset shift because just like I said, your mindset about a thing goes a long way in determining what becomes of that thing. Your mindset about a thing goes a long way in determining what becomes of that thing. Now, let's get right into it. So, the millionaire mindset shift. Let's start with the millionaire mindset shift. Are we ready? If you're ready to receive tonight, let me see ready in the comment section. Drop ready, 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 ready. If you are ready to receive tonight's value, engage the comment section. Drop ready, 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 ready in the chat box. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yes, ready, ready. Yes. Keep it coming. Let's get it started. Okay, okay, Yanu, you're welcome. Yeah, let's get. I want to be very particular about the people that are actually listening to me right now. I can see Chizaram, I can see Yanulua. Who else? Drop ready in the comment section to register your presence. Drop ready in the comment section to register your presence. Drop ready in the comment section to register your presence. Okay, so let's get it started. Now, we'll start by addressing what it means to have a money blueprint. Money blueprint. What is your money blueprint? Please, Chizaram, keep engaging the group, screenshot, and let them know that class is going on. We need as many people as possible on this call. Tonight's section is actually very, very, very important. The reason why it is good for them to join the live is because most of the time they never come back to this channel to watch it again. So it's just best for most of them to join the live and experience it while it was done. A lot of them will not come back to this section again. Screenshot this part now and put it on the group. Let them know that we are live. Okay, let's get it started. So what is your money blueprint? Your money blueprint is how you think, feel about money. How you think, feel, and act about money. How you think, feel, and act about money. That's your money blueprint. A lot of people don't even have this money blueprint. They are not even aware of the need to have it. That's where the problem is. So tonight we are going to be addressing this particular topic. What is your money blueprint? So like I said, it is how you think, feel, and act about money. The root cause of poverty or riches. Now, let's proceed to the psychology behind wealth. The psychology behind wealth. Now, in the previous class, I laid emphasis on how that the world functions on the principle of duality, right? Left and right, black and white, truth or false. So it is duality. So having this good understanding will help you approach your money game better. So that leads me to you understanding that we have the outer laws of money and we have the inner laws of money. We have the outer laws of money and we have the inner laws of money. Let's get to it. Now, the psychology of wealth says that 80% of people live based on what they can see. 80% of people live based on what they can see. Now, if you observe that tree right in front of your screen, you can see what is up. But then, can you see what is down? Very faint, right? Exactly. So that is the invisible that creates the visible. That is the invisible that creates the visible. So the invisible is the root, while the fruit and the result is what we see out there. But we don't see what is underneath, right? We don't see what is underneath, but we can see the tree. We can see what is composed of, right? That is the psychology of wealth. So a lot of people pay more attention to what they can see more than what they cannot see. So that will take me to defining how we got to this psychology of wealth. Now, whatever it is that you see in the physical, you need to understand that it is as a result of your mental composition, emotional composition, and spiritual composition. Mental composition, spiritual composition, and your emotional composition. So what you have upstairs, how you feel, and the spiritual approach, that is what leads to what we see on the physical. And I'm going to break it down in the next slide. Now, a lot of us, you see, to the rich people now, You see the what's it called? The Ferrari. You see people having a lot of money. You see what's it called? Someone that has gone to the gym for a long time is now the body is obvious in his body that he has built. Then you see someone having headache on the screen, right? These are results. These are results. So starting from the guy that is in the gym. Now, most likely it was not like this before, but it was consistently showing up in the gym, pulling heavy weight, pulling all of those things. So day in, day out, month in, month out, that was what came together to turn him to who you are seeing on the screen. Now, the person that is slashing money too, understand the inner laws. So everything you are seeing on your screen now, it is the inner laws that is responsible for the outer laws. The the very fine car you are looking at, the person that is carrying money, the person that is building his body, the person that is experiencing headache, these are physical results of the inner workings. And that's the same thing about money. So declare with me in the chat box, my inner world creates my outer world. Type it in the comment section. My inner world creates my outer world. My inner world creates my outer world. My inner world creates my outer world, because all of these things that you are seeing in front of your screen is as a result of what is invisible, what is on the inside of that person. So that is what leads to what you can now see outside, the car and all of that, the money, the body that has been built. It is their inner world that creates the outer world. Now, how do we create our result? How do we create our result? This is how result is created. It moves from your thought. When you think about something, it dictates how you feel. From your thought to how you feel. So it is how you feel that not dictate your actions and leads to the result. I'll come again. This is how result is created, and it applies to anything. It first of all starts with thought. Let me use a guy to a girl now. Before a guy will ever want to sleep with a lady, in his mind, he will have processed that thought. He will have imagined the girl naked. He will have imagined what will potentially happen when he gets into that act. So it will influence the way he feels. So when it can successfully influence the way he feels, it swings into action. And that's what leads to the result. Either rape or sexual, whatever it is that they end up having, started as a thought. Started as a thought. You will have thought about it. So that thought will influence the way that person feels. Then it pushes them to act. And that action leads to result. So this is why you need to be careful about your thought about money. If you are someone who thinks about money in its insufficiency mode, like it's not more, I don't have much money. Once you allow yourself to think from a place of insufficiency, it is going to affect the way you feel about money. It is going to affect how you act about money, and it will actually lead to you being broke or poor. If you check most of these broke people, if you trace it down, you will understand that it is the way they think about money that actually kept them broke. How you think about something matters a great deal. How you think about something matters a great deal. That's why you need to be very, very careful of what influences your thoughts. Be it money, be it relationships, be it your whatever it is. Be very, very particular about what influences your thought pattern, because it will in turn affect the way you feel about that thing. It will lead to how you act, and your actions give birth to the result. Now, let's talk about the three methods of conditioning. Whether you like it or not, everyone was conditioned. We were conditioned, and that is what largely that gave birth to whatever it is that you are seeing in your life right now, is as a result of your programming. So let's talk about the three methods of conditioning. Number one is verbal programming, what you were consistently hearing. Number two is modeling, what you saw your parents, people around you do over a long period of time. Number three is specific incidents, your experiences while growing up. These are the three major things that affect how you feel about anything. But for today, we are talking about money. So let's dive in a bit deeper. Now, when it comes to verbal programming, I used to tell everybody that cares to listen, who you who has your airtime. Listen, oh, listen very attentively to this. And put it in the comment section. He who has your airtime has your lifetime. Drop it in the comment section. Whoever has your airtime, what do I mean by airtime? Whoever you are consistently listening to has automatically have the potential and ability to hijack your destiny. If you are listening to someone that is poor, there's no amount of conference or whatever it is that you want to attend, you will end up being poor. If you are listening to someone that is very wealthy, you will end up becoming. That's is very powerful. These conditionings are very powerful. So that's why, if you notice, when we grew up, there were some mentalities and perspectives you just believe automatically. Why? Because they were consistently telling you about it. Now, how many of you here remember when your mom used to go like, when you get to school, don't talk to guys? If you talk to guys, you can get some parents go as far as telling their female children that whenever you talk to a guy, you get pregnant immediately. Very funny, but then why are they doing that? Because they know at that current age, they have that ability to influence how you see life. So they go about saying all manner of things to you. They go about saying all manner of things to you that when a guy talks, don't allow a guy to talk to you. And the funny thing is, at the end of the day, when you are growing up and matured, they are the same person asking you for your hand, what's it called? For the guy that you want to marry. Now, where is the guy? Meanwhile, when you started attending school, they told you not to talk to guys. So verbal programming, very, very important. He who has your airtime automatically has your lifetime. Whoever you consistently listen to will ultimately determine where your life is headed. So that's why you need to be very, very particular about who you are giving your ears to. So that takes me to the next one, modeling. Modeling. Now, for some people, they literally learned how to abuse their people. Maybe people that are older than them, people that are younger than them, because they watch people in their environment do the same thing. Maybe their mom or their dad happens to be a chronic abuser. See the way they are abusing. So you saw your mom do that thing over and over again. So automatically they were modeling that thing to you, but they did not know. And that's why, as parents need to be very particular about what they do in the presence of their children, because they are watching. And that's why, just like I cited an instance in the last class, that if you were giving birth to in Femi or Tedola's family, it is very impossible for you not to be wealthy. Forget whatever it is that they will still give you. The environment, the modeling, the verbal programming, everything has a way of conditioning you to have no option than to be wealthy. This is powerful. Verbal programming, modeling, like what are they modeling now? This might be funny but true. Growing up, there's some of our parents then, they go like, they model this thing in such a way that you now see it as a normal thing. And it is because of poverty. So if you can relate, drop it in the comment section. Remember when it was only Sundays you eat rice. Rice was a very royal food in the family. On other days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you eat whatever is available. But it's only Sundays or during Christmas period. Yes. It's only during Christmas period you get to eat rice, get to eat chicken. It's only during Christmas period you get to wear new clothes. Aha, that one is even more relatable. It's only during Christmas season you get to wear new clothes. That was modeling. They were modeling that into you, not knowing that that is how the poor people think. Because normally there's nothing stopping you from going to the market or the store to go and get yourself new dresses if you have the money. The reason why it is like that is because at that point they did not have enough money. So they were forced to limit it to only at the end of the year during Christmas and New Year period. I myself was a victim of this. I'm not even going to lie. I remember then, yeah, the Christian is very relatable, right? Exactly. I remember then, once it starts getting to December now, we are me and my younger ones will just be very happy. Why? Because we know that is the only time we get to experience what we call new dress, new shoes. Most of the new things that we get comes during the festive season. Sad but true. But now that I understand the whole thing, I can now see that, man, this is actually the poor way to approach everything. That's the way of the poor. I mean, $10 can literally wake up now, enter a grocery store, buy whatever. It doesn't have to be the festive season. So you realize that it was the modeling, the verbal programming, specific incidents. These are the things that actually programmed us to believe in some things. It's still affecting some people till now. Till now. Now let's talk about the verbal programming. If you remember then, they go like, even up until now, they go like, money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. You have to work hard to make before you can make money. You can't be rich and spiritual. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money does not grow on trees. We can't afford it. So all of these things were verbal programming. Growing up, we experienced most of these things. But a lot of us did not know that we were being programmed. We were being programmed. So growing up, you were forced to believe these things because you thought it was right. No, it was not. It was not because of your verbal programming as at that point. Now, this man, if you want to get better with your finances as we proceed, we are going to get to a point where I will recommend some of this man's book. That's Robert T. Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This book is one book. If you want to get better financially, this book is a must read. He said, my poor dad often said, I'd rather be happy than rich. My rich dad said, why not be both? Can you see the mentality now? Poor people always think being happy is the exchange for being rich. Why? It's possible for you to be happy and be rich. Oh, you just downloaded the book today. That was good. That good one. A very, very solid and fantastic book for anyone who wants to do well financially. You will get better insight in that book. Very short but powerful. Very powerful. So poor people think they have to exchange their happiness for being rich. And in the real sense, you can have both. It's just your mentality, it's your mindset. It's the way you actually program your mindset. And I do tell people, Nigeria don't, I don't know how best to put this to people that they will get it. You need to understand that this country really do not mean you well. Like, it was not programmed to make you successful. It's just the bitter truth. It's the bitter truth. It was not programmed in any way to make you successful. Now, see how this person and friends and family stole over one big pension. Now, that's people's pension. 1 billion naira. And nobody caught him. Nobody caught him because there's nothing they're going to do about it. So, newsflash, trusting your financial life to someone else is not a strategy for wealth. Hoping that the salary job or whatever it is that you want to do to get salary. So I was in a class today and my mentor mentioned something very profound. He said, taking a job is you providing short-term solution to a long-term problem. Settling, don't get me wrong, let me put it better. Settling for a salary, like doing a job to get a salary, is more like you providing short-term solution for a long-term problem. Short-term solution to a long-term problem. Short-term solution to a long-term problem. You can't create wealth that way. Nobody has ever created wealth from their salaries. Nobody. So understanding the way money works is highly, highly crucial. Now, what are the wealth steps to take? to change your financial blueprint. Number one, you need to be aware. Awareness is actually the first thing, because whatever it is that you are not aware of, you find difficult to change. Awareness, you can't change something unless you know it exists. And that's one of the beautiful things you get to enjoy in the Zillionaire network. You're aware, your level of recognition system is awakened. You come into a deeper understanding of some things. Awareness, because you can't change something unless you know it exists. You can't change something unless you know it exists. Now, let's talk about how the negative side and the positive side of how people see money. Now, rich people are greedy. That is the negative. Now, once you are on the negative side of this rule, you can never ever be wealthy. Once you view this money blueprint from a wrong negative perspective, there is nothing in this world that you are going to do that will help you attract money. Never, because you cannot attract what you ate. Rich people are greedy. They don't want to spend their money. You become rich, you know why they are greedy. That's when you understand that they are not really greedy. They just understand how the money game works. Positive, rich people are generous. It takes money to make money. No, it takes creativity. Creativity to make money. And I'll give you an example. Mark Zuckerberg embraced creativity. And that was what gave birth to Facebook. Elon Musk embraced creativity. That was what gave birth to SpaceX. Jeff Bezos embraced creativity. That was what gave birth to Amazon. It is creativity. What are you creating? And that is why the Zillionaire network has opened the community such that it can help you activate your creativity to build something very, very solid for yourself. I am too old to make a change. Positive. You are never too old to learn. You are never too old to make a change. So to the second, remember 3 types of conditioning. Let's move to the second one now. Modeling. So let's go together. How many times did your parents eat meat in a year? Do you remember these times? If you find it relatable, drop it in the chat box. If you find it relatable, drop it in the chat box. How many times did your parents eat meat in a year? Do you know this is why you find it difficult that whenever you cook, you find it difficult to serve yourself 2 meat? I broke that thing earlier this year. I'm like, why am I finding it difficult? I will cook, there will be enough whatever in the stew, but you find yourself putting just 1 meat in your food. Why? The programming. They have molded it for you so much that when you get into events and they put 2 meat on your food, it looks strange. Be like, 2 meat. Why? Because over the years growing up, they have never ever put 2 meat in your food before. It's modeling and it is bad. It is bad. Just in case you don't know, it is bad. Please, when God blesses you, as you begin to come into your million flow, enjoy yourself. If it's 3 meat, if it's 5 meat you want to eat, enjoy yourself. You only live once. The second one, where did your parents take you on vacation? In fact, I doubt if anybody has even gone on vacation here. I doubt it. So can you see the modeling now? Can you see why you have a lot of unlearning to do? You have a lot of unlearn, because if you don't unlearn all of these things, it will keep you stuck in a spot. You need to unlearn all these things. Did they buy you things only once in a month, or when they get their salary? Can you see it now? When was the last time your parents got you something? Now, I'm not vacation care. Can you imagine? Vacation care. And it's a normal thing. It's because they are blessed. It's because they don't have enough money. It's because they don't have enough money. They want to take you on vacations, nice trips and all. But because there is no money, that is why. So all of this modeling, you have to unlearn them. You have to unlearn them, because if you don't unlearn them, you will pass it on to your own children. Then specific incident, you watch how your daddy and your mommy, how they spend money. You see how they are always holding on to the money. They don't want it to finish. It's a bad mentality. You don't money. You need to see money as a tool. Money is not the freedom. Money is the tool you use in creating the freedom. Type it in the chat box. Money is not money is not freedom. Money in itself is not freedom. Money is a tool where where creating financial freedom is concerned. It is a tool that you use to create the freedom. It is not a freedom in itself. That is why when some people make a lot of money and they don't use it as a tool, they come back to square one. They come back to square one no matter how much they make. Why? Because they see it as the freedom. They don't see it as a tool. It is a tool. I'll give you a practical example. You connecting to the Zillionaire network. What did you use? Money, right? Exactly. It is a tool. You need to see money as a tool. It is not the freedom. It is a tool. So when you see it that way, it changes everything for you. So let's proceed to the principle of wealth for the successful and the unsuccessful. Now let's see it. This is why a lot of, please pay attention to this part. This is why a lot of people are not successful. Now, successful people believe that they create their success. They take responsibility for creating their own success. While unsuccessful people, they play the victim game. They be like, it's because my mommy did not have money. It's because I was given birth to in a very poor background. It's because my daddy did not send me to school. Don't we have people with that same issue that still became successful regardless? That's the question you should ask yourself. The same excuses you are giving that made you turn yourself to a victim is the same excuse another person used to push themselves into financial freedom. It's perspective. In fact, some people even they did not grow old. They did not grow old enough to experience what they call parenthood. They didn't grow old enough to recognize their parents. They didn't meet their parents, and yet they became successful. So tell me, if somebody who did not have any parents, no daddy, no mommy, still created financial freedom, then what excuse do you have? It's the same thing some people are saying on the group. They reach out to me to say, I don't have the money for my wealth portal. Now, the other people that are sending money for their wealth portal, do you think they are plucking the money from the tree? They also don't have it, but then they choose not to see it or use it as an excuse. They choose not to see it or use it as an excuse. Because what? Because why? Successful people create success by taking responsibility for everything that happened to them. Every single thing that happened to them. They don't blame it on nobody. They take personal responsibility for it. But unsuccessful people, they blame, they justify that money is not important, they complain. And what you focus on expand. If you focus on complaining, you will see more reasons to complain. If you focus on getting the funds to get started, you will see opportunities to get you started. That is just it. So observe this the next time anything happens to you. Don't play the victim game. You are a successful person, not an unsuccessful person. Don't play the victim game. Type it in the comment section. I don't play the victim game. I don't play the victim game. I take responsibility for my success. So let's move to the next one. Successful people make money to win. They make money to win. Unsuccessful people make money not to lose. This was what I was talking about. When successful people make money, they use it as a tool to make more money to win. Unsuccessful people, they make the money not to lose. They keep it. They now start spending it bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. Instead of them to see it as a tool for financial freedom, they see the money as financial freedom in itself. Wrong perspective. The reason why successful people make money to win is because they see it as a tool. So they use it to create abundance, riches. Why unsuccessful people, They see money as the financial freedom itself, which make them see it as security. They don't want the money to finish. And at the end of the day, there's no how it will not finish because they are not using it as a tool to create financial freedom. They resent the rich. They think either or. The successful people, they think both. Remember when I was saying successful people believe that they can be happy and wealthy. Unsuccessful people think it's either they are happy or wealthy. Are you getting it now? It's the mindset. It's the mindset. It's the mindset. Now, we're going to practice this thing for the next 7 days. And for you to practice for the next 7 days means it can become your lifestyle. So from tonight, don't complain. Whatever happens, money-wise, family, whatever happens, choose not to complain. Take responsibility for it for the next 7 days. Are we going to do that? For the next 7 days, choose not to complain. Whatever happens, take responsibility for it for the next 7 days. Third one, start taking responsibility for everything that is happening in your life. That is when you gain victory. That's when you stop complaining, when you start taking responsibility for everything that is happening in your life, you will realize that a lot of things will begin to change. The reason why a lot of things are not changing is because you are giving power to your excuses. Why are you not having this? It's because of this. Why are you not rich? It's because my parents are poor. Why are you not doing this? It's because of this. It's because of, once you find yourself pushing the blame on another thing, what you don't know is whenever you are caught doing something and you find yourself making excuses for it, you are giving that thing power. You are strengthening that excuses to make you continue to wallow in that same state. Am I communicating? So let's declare together in the comment section. I am creating the exact level of my financial success. I am creating, put in the comment section. Excuse me. I am creating the exact level of my financial success. Everybody put it in the comment section. I am creating the exact level of my financial success. Everybody, engage the chat box. I am creating the exact level of my financial success. Let's keep it coming. I am creating the exact level of my financial success. Let's keep it coming. I am creating the exact level of my financial success. Let's keep it coming. So let's proceed because of time. Wealth step to change your financial blueprint. Still under the wealth step to change. Set a goal. Now, I need you to take this one very personally. Like very personally. Set a goal for 10 times the income and what you have now against next year. Set a goal for 10 times the income and what you have now. So let's say your goal before was to make 1 million throughout 2026, for instance. Make it 10 times. So turn it to a goal of I want to make 10 million before the end of next year. Do you know what that will do to you? It will put more pressure on you. It will put more fire in your bum. It will put you on your toes to deliver. The reason why we set goals many times and don't hit them is because we make it too comfortable. You make it seemingly very achievable like that. But when you double down on it, you 10x it. Exactly. So you will put yourself on a lot of pressure. It's called good pressure to deliver. And make up your mind to commit to helping a minimum of 10 times more people than you are helping right now. Maybe before, you just want to be the reason why one person is benefiting from the opportunity of the Zillionaire network. Make sure that it's 10 times. From 1, you push it to 10. If you have, at the back of your mind of bringing 5 of your friends into the system in such a way they begin to enjoy what you are enjoying, 10x it, make it 50. That way, you will put more fire in your bowl. It makes you to want to deliver on a different level. But when you make it too convenient, too easy, you find it very difficult. you just see that you are lackadaisical about it. That's one thing about Go. So let's declare again. I am willing to help thousands of people as I create generational wealth. I hope you know here we rise by that adage that says we rise by lifting others. This is where it resides. This is where it resides. So type it in the comment section. I am willing to help thousands of people as I create generational wealth. I am willing to help thousands of people as I create generational wealth. Let me see it in the comment section. Let me see it in the comment section. I am willing to help thousands of people as I create generational wealth. I am willing to help thousands of people. Keep it coming, keep it coming. I am willing to help thousands of people as I create generational wealth. I am willing to help thousands of people as I create generational wealth. Now, you might ask, why get rich? Why get rich? Now, I want you to take a close look at what you're seeing on your screen. Do you like what you see? I need a response in the chat box. Do you like what you see? Do you love the lifestyle you are seeing on your screen? You can see that house. You can see how beautiful it is, right? You can see the vacations, you and your loved one, you and your lover. You can see like the lifestyle. You love it, right? Exactly. Now, one question. Do you think working a salary job can help you experience this kind of lifestyle? Working a salary, can it help you achieve this kind of lifestyle? I'm sure you already know the answer. Is no, right? Exactly. That is why we are building a community of financial giants who would use their money, the value that they have actually gotten from the system, to impact lives. Because the more impact you have on people, the more money you make. Yes, I don't know about you, but for me, this is exactly the kind of life I want, and I'm not stopping until I get it. You might ask again, why get rich? I want to live long. I want to live long because if you observe closely, the reason why a lot of people don't live long is because they don't have enough money. They don't enjoy, like, go and observe between now and end of 2026. If you hit like 10 million naira, you will see how your skin tone, everything about you will just change. Do you know why? You have money to take proper care of yourself. And that's why you see some people, their skin like milk. Everything about them is just looking, everything is just cool. Why? Because at the end of the day, they have enough money to enjoy themselves. They are taking care of their health, their skin, everything is popping, everything is glowing. Why? Because they have enough money to buy fruits, to eat. Now, for some people, you eat what you see. And it's not like you like it, but you don't have option. But when you have enough money, you eat what you want when you feel like. Most of you here, you don't have the luxury of that kind of access yet. It is what you guys have at home, that's what you're going to eat. Why? Because there's no money yet. So this is one of the secrets to longevity. When you are taking care of yourself properly. And how can you do that? It's when you have enough money. Talking about the third one, contribution. Now, as a team, the Zillionaire Network, we are looking at least feeding 500 people by the end of 2026. Is a project 500 thing. We are looking at creating 500 multi-millionaires by the end of 2026. We're also looking at feeding 500 people by the end of 2026. That's our contribution to the society. So let me give you a practical example. So at the end of the whole project, let's say the person that made least amount, made 5 million. 500 of us contributed, let's just say 100,000 naira. Do you know how much that is? 100,000 naira in 500 places. That's a lot. With that, we can feed as many people as possible. It will not be possible. Now, can a salary earner think of this? A salary earner cannot do this. And God is going to be blessing each and everyone in the Zillionaire network because He knows we are going to be a blessing to a lot of people. Yes, I'm willing to help thousands of people as I create generational wealth. So, to the next declaration, I can be kind, loving, spiritual, and really rich. Put it in the chat box. Put it in the comment section. I can be kind, loving, spiritual, and really rich. I can be kind, loving, spiritual, and really rich. Put it in the chat box. I can be kind, loving, spiritual, and really rich. Yes. I can be kind, loving, spiritual, and really rich. Good. So let's proceed to the principle. So, but just like we were saying before, successful people, they make money to win because they see it as a tool that creates abundance, to create abundance and riches, right? Successful people, they admire the rich. They think both. They can be happy, they can be successful. Successful people are bigger, they think bigger than their problems. While unsuccessful people is the direct opposite. They make money not to lose. Remember when I was saying it? They see money itself as the financial freedom instead of them seeing it as a tool to create the financial freedom. Once they make it, they are always guiding it. No, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. When I used to connect, will I make my money back? They are just about security and comfort. Nobody creates generational wealth or financial freedom that way. Nobody creates generational wealth or financial freedom that way. They resent the rich. They think either or. Remember what I said? They believe that you cannot be happy and be rich at the same time. It's either you are rich and sad or happy and poor, which is wrong. They are also smaller than they think smaller than their problems. They think smaller than their problems. So let me give you a practical example. Now you need to understand that as for life, there's always going to be problem. Please listen attentively. As for life, there will always be problem. So the only sure way for you to actually get through is to grow and develop bigger than it. So let me give you an example. Now remember when you were in primary school, there were some subjects that you see as difficult. I still remember very vividly there. There was some particular, was the simultaneous equation now? It was looking very difficult. But I discovered that when I now went back, I decided to study. I developed myself. So when I was in was it GS1 or GS2? So and I started, I was solving it effortlessly. Now what changed? The problem was the same, but I grew in knowledge. So I moved from, look at this slide, I moved from here to here. I grew higher than the problem. So whenever I see it now, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. So as for the problem is not the problem. You are the problem. How you see it is the problem. I just gave you a practical example now. I was seeing simultaneous equation as something that was very hard until I sat with it, sought after mentors. They taught me, this thing is actually not hard. I started solving. In fact, I started teaching a lot of my classmates then. And once upon a time ago, I was also seeing it as a problem. But now I hacked it. Immediately I hacked it, it stopped becoming a problem. Like my mentor will always say, he said, there is no mountain everywhere. If you can write it in the comment section, write it. There is no mountain anywhere. Every man's mountain is his ignorance. Every man's mountain is his ignorance. What you don't know will always be bigger than you. I'll come again. There is no mountain anywhere. Every man's mountain is his ignorance, because what you don't know will always be bigger than you. So the fact that you don't have enough money right now is a good reflection of your level and understanding of money. Immediately you grow in knowledge, which is what you some people don't even know the so much they are getting from by just being one of the beneficiary of the Zillionaire network. A lot of priceless value that you're going to be getting for free. For free. And the fact that you can come back to it and watch again and again and again is intentional, so that you won't have any excuse as to why you did not end 2026 becoming a millionaire. So now, when you get to this level, it's not enough because the problem can still grow a bit stronger than you. So you strive for bigger growth. You strive for bigger growth. So at this level now, you have grown well. You have grown well. So no matter whatever the problem, it can never be an issue to you again. So always have it at the back of your mind. Don't wish life was easier. Like one of my mentors online will always say, Jim Rohn of blessed memory. He said, don't wish life was easier. Always wish you are better. Because when you become better, you approach life differently. As for life, it will not get easier. It will continue to demand from you. So it is your responsibility to get better. So once you grow above the problem, you will always dominate it. The rich and wealthy have the same problem that you have. Why it's not affecting them is because of the knowledge they have about it. Is it making sense? Are you getting it? Good. So proceeding to continuation of our successful and unsuccessful draw line. Successful people act in spite of fear. In spite of fear. Successful people still act in spite of fear. But unsuccessful people, they stop because of fear. So the question is, are you a successful person where this is concerned? Do you act in spite of fear? Or immediately you are afraid of something? 70K is for some people. That money to them is too much. Why? Because they are not privileged to see what they are going to be getting. If you get to a point, you yourself, you will come into proper terms with the fact that, oh my God, what the Zillionaire network is dishing out in terms of training, mentorship, and all is way more than whatever it is that you have paid. So we're just asking you to buy for yourself. You are buying the wealth water for yourself. All of this training, the mentorship, the guidance, everything is going to be given to you for free. This is what people pay a lot of money for. A lot of money. So successful people, they act in spite of fear. Unsuccessful people, they stop because of fear. Now, in conclusion, as the successful people that you are, because I only talk to successful people. Successful people. If you are successful people, love this live section. If you are one of the successful people, give a reaction. Love this section. Let it be clear that you are actually with us. Let it be clear that so in conclusion, you make money to win. You admire the rich. Don't ever find yourself resenting the rich or jealousing them. You will never attract what you don't celebrate. I've said it again and again. Once you know that deep down, you want that thing, but because of jealousy or pride, you find yourself resenting it, it will never come to you. It will never come to you. So don't be found resenting the rich and wealthy. Admire them. Then think both. You can be happy and be successful. You can be spiritual and be wealthy. Not either or, no. And this is one mindset that has killed quite a number of Christians. They believe that once they are spiritual like that, they don't need to be that wealthy. No. You can be spiritual and very, very wealthy. Very, very wealthy. Very possible. Think both. Successful people, they think bigger than their problem and they act in spite of fear. So, are you ready to create your future? Let me get a yes. Drop a yes in the chat box. Are you ready to create your future? Are you ready to create your future? Engage the comment section. Are you ready to create your future? We are doing so much here and much more. We are going to do much more in the coming year. The goal is to ensure that as many people as possible that are going to be following this blueprint, the goal is to end the year living with you with no excuse as to why you did not crush, at least you did not make at all 5 million with the proper guidelines, the system, the structure that we are building, that we're going to be putting in place. You will be left with no excuse whatsoever as to why you did not make a minimum of 5 million. And come next year, the Zillionaire Money Conference 3.0, I'm looking forward to having people travel from wherever it is that you are to attend it. Why? Because you will have been able to develop, you have developed enough capacity financially to attend it. It's going to be, we are looking at not having anything like online section. We are going to host it in the city of Abuja. And by that time, depending on wherever it is that you're connecting from, you will be able to come to attend the event live. That's the goal. But for the meantime, let's keep staying in touch online. Yes, amen. Good one. That's someone who really believes. Okay, good. So we are going to be, that's the mindset, mind shift section. We just ended the mind. So I want to believe you got a lot from this section. I want to believe you got a lot from this section. So this is it. So this is what we are going to be doing now. Why? I think I said it before. Do yourself a very good favor. Come back here, rewatch and rewatch and rewatch again till everything I've said in all our sections become a part and parcel of you. Then it is actually very unfair that by now you have not subscribed to this channel. It is very, very unfair. So if you are one of them, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So there won't even be need for a reminder on the group, because immediately I go live, once your data is on, it will notify you automatically. So save us that stress of having to remind. We will try as much as possible to keep doing that, but to save us the stress, then you can join on time, hit the subscribe button so that once I go live, boom, you just join immediately. You join immediately. I'm sure you got value for your time. So moving to the quick start guide. This quick start guide. Please, I need us to pay attention. Pay close attention. We are moving to the quick start guide right now. Should we do this tomorrow? Should we do this tomorrow? Okay, let me engage the chat box. Should we start the quick start guide now, or we should just deal with it tomorrow? Give me some feedback in the chat. Should we commence the quick start guide, which will take us like another 1 hour, or we should just take our time to double down on it tomorrow? Tomorrow, okay. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Tomorrow, okay, good. Tomorrow, I've seen 2 tomorrow. Any other person? Any other person? Okay, tomorrow. Okay, good. I'm seeing a lot of tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. So tomorrow it is. So as usual, ensure you go back to the group and share what was major for you on tonight's section. Let people that are on the group have an idea of how blessed you were as a result of tonight's section. Till I see us again tomorrow, don't leave this channel without subscribing so that you can get notified about tomorrow's class. So I'll see us all tomorrow. One love. So as you're leaving here right now, just head straight to the group, communicate how blessed you are, like tell us what was major for you in tonight's section so that people can have an idea of what you learned or what they miss out on as well. So I'll see us all tomorrow. One love.